Yeah, Amos Wilson wrote an excellent book on black and black violence, trying to detail, how it supports the white power structure. So it's not an accidental reality that we're suffering through. It's just something that needs to be studied. Crime in general, it's obviously not working if you look at, the rates of incarceration. Like, we're not good at it, as a group.
Right.
And we need to stop. It's like, it makes it difficult to organize amongst people that are so petty, you know what I'm saying, to still be breaking in your homes while you're at work, or breaking in your cars while you sleep, and the fact that this is going unchecked, for the most part, is odd to me, where it just takes a community response. Like the Neighborhood Watch, as lame as that concept sounds now, was actually the Black Panther Party of another era. You feel me? Like,
right.
That's what they were doing. It was that they were in the streets, so it made it difficult for those that were considered counter-revolutionary to be in the streets comfortably.
Okay.
You see what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
So if we're outside, which we're not anymore because we're indoors watching flat screens.
Yeah.
But if we were on the porch, as we were historically, just being outside, I mean, you still see it. Like, if there's a blackout in your neighborhood, people come out, well, what's happening? It'll be actually the first time you meet your neighbors. It's a sad reality, but the disconnection that is enhanced by in-house entertainment is part of the problem in regards to when you see people or children or violators or monsters outside running our neighborhoods. In essence, it's like, you don't want to sit out there, they be shooting. And it's like, they're like unemployed. Like, those of us that are employed should be in a better position in regards to arming ourselves, in regards to getting proper training, in regards to just being aware that we're working for something
right
that needs, to be there when we get back.
There's so many things to address with what you just said. So many points. So, one, black on black, like, crime. I hate that definition. I hate
that term is bogus. Yeah,
it's bogus because crime happens in close proximity. So if you all live together, then usually you're living around similar people, and that's how the crime happens. So white on white crime, Asian on Asian crime, Mexican on Mexicans. Come on, like, the people that is in your 3-mile radius is the one committing crimes against you. Like, so that's bogus. So that's one thing. The idea that these people are out here controlling our neighborhood is a true statement. And technology and entertainment is definitely part of that cause. I don't even see kids playing in the neighborhood and riding bicycles and playing tag anymore.
That's wild.
So, and part of that is, I always contributed to city life in general. Like, I think that if we had smaller areas that you would know your neighbor. Yeah, so from 2nd to 10th grade, I stayed in one spot. Knew the neighbors by name, knew the family. His name was Mr. Fregosa. My mom and him had a conversation about, hey, these are my relatives. These are, your people. Before we call police or we have that type of disturbances, talk to me first. As head of households, if you see something suspicious, you see somebody coming through our window, let me know. Call the police. Like, it was understanding. And so we didn't have any problems during that whole entire time period. It was no issues. We have incidents happen, but there was no, like, animosity between neighbors or misunderstandings. So
you also knew each other.
We knew each other, like, I believe.
Versus apartment living where people are transit.
Yeah, and they're just in and out, so you never know who your neighbor is. You might have new neighbors in an apartment within 6 months, like not even a whole year lease, 12-month lease will go by. So I think that changes the dynamics. So you don't know who is robbing, who it's easier to commit crime because you don't know who your next door neighbor is. You don't know that thing. So if you start having fear like that, everything's suspicious.
There's a disconnection if if you view this person as a stranger, if you don't have that connection with, all black people, or soul brothers and soul sisters, or any peoplehood about yourself, all you see is like somebody that got something you want.
Yeah,
and you're trying to catch them slipping.
And then that's another problem with the mentality is that I literally saw it when I worked in retail. I've literally seen people I've never met before, like, yo, let me get the homie hookup. Like, I don't know you. Like, I have to try, right? Like, everybody thinks that they need to get over. I have to try to hustle. I have to try to finesse. And that mentality isn't conducive to because you're trying to get over me. Like, why would I want to be swindled by you? Like, so that's one thing. Then when you talk about these monsters and these people controlling the block, these unemployed people shooting and committing crime, society doesn't empower us to fight back. It just doesn't. And when you have something to lose, you become more timid. Even though you shouldn't become more timid, you should be more firm in trying to keep what you have. And it makes you timid because the way society's set up, laws are set up. So if I stand my ground and I fight or I have to take action, like I have to still fight that legally, even though I'm justified legally to do what I need to do. I still have to go through the process of court dates, maybe being arrested, being booked in, losing time from work, possibly losing my job. So it's easier just to be like, I'm not going to get involved with that. Then you're talking about people who have nothing to lose a lot of time, who are bitter or resentful, feel like you have more than them, feel like they don't have it, so they should take it. So they don't have anything to lose. Like they're not concerned with going to jail many times. They're not concerned with taxes and work and children going to school. Like if they're, that element, then they don't have nothing to lose and you do, So it's easier for them to commit these acts of aggression against you than it is for you to retaliate and respond and defend yourself. So.
Yeah, makes sense.